do this a little bit more comfortably, shall we? I think we should. Anyways, hey everybody, it's me, Bugsy No Name. You know, the guy that runs the channel, not the guy that is Bugsy Prime. Those are two, like, one's the character and one's the guy who runs the place. Seriously, some people get that confused so much. Like, motherfuckers really be thinking I think that I'm a dude with, like, actual powers and shit. But, hey, wanted to do this out of character because, you know. One, I wanted to talk to you all as myself. And, yeah. So, I was thinking. I've been thinking, what would be a great way to kind of endear you guys to Prime, Prime, and Mechalo, and Overlord. Show you guys an example of what they were like when they weren't so powerful, where they weren't these competent, hyper competent goofballs, but just plain goofballs. With as soon as a certain thing updates for coin game, we can get started on that. I'm also working on a few other things that I still have to work on with my slate, like Professor What, for example. Now that we're kind of getting, now we're getting down to here. I'm just like, I still want to do Professor What because I already have like so many stories already kind of in the old noodle that I want to work on. And I'm talking about a lot of stuff because the thing about the Doctor was that he can go through all time and space. The Professor can go through any universe, any alternate universe, alternate histories, but mostly alternate realities. Even realities that are considered fiction. I just kind of wanted to do that. And maybe we do a few history episodes down the line. Because I've been wanting to work on that for a while. And I know some people are like, well, Bugsy, you do these like double zeta breaker things. I do those in the meantime, in between time things, because I want to even though I'm using this channel as mostly an advertisement for my other stuff on my website, I still want to make content here that really is either just a little bit of the Bugsy Council, which they're a part of my channel, my lore, and everything else. And I want you guys to be a part of that. So, there's going to be a few things. There won't be a lot of double data breaker reactions too much, unless I feel like there's something noteworthy for every other character to kind of to talk about. But if they're ever referenced, I'm gonna have to do videos on that. But yeah. And I also, out of character, let me just say this. I do like the fact that Prime and Seto just really have this hatred of one another. Because Seto underestimates Prime, and that's what I love about it. Because most of my old stories used to go with Prime being always the underestimated one because he was the goofy one. He was the one that no one expects to do anything really noteworthy. They think of him as just a big old kid because he just has so many powers, but really he's really actually hyper confident of what he does. and that's why I wish I could have. That's why I wish sometimes I could like plan stuff out with Double, and do we just do a story, kind of revolving around Prime, and the Bugsy Council, you know, and yep, them, just a kind of thing where it's them versus Seto or them versus some villain, and you know, and you show, and I'd show you how they actually work. But that's something I really need to talk with Double about. But I don't want to be that dude. Be like, hey, I want my council to have like special treatment. You know, I want them to have an arc. And I don't want to. I don't want to like, you know, axe at a Double. But you know that I still think there'd be a lot of good ideas there. But yeah, um, website stuff. I'm just doing regular, just me vlogs there for right now. We gonna get back into nightlife pretty soon because I want to make sure. Because what I really want to do is wait until a certain simulator is done. Because you know I keep coming back for like various different parts, but I do. Sorry, I was yawning. But I need to do something in the meantime, in between time, while we try to get that squared away. Unsukamaru and Har do appear. Unsukamaru will appear back on Nightlife. Some people like wonder what I did to Unsukamaru, but you know, it's like Megalo Unsukamaru, is Overlord Harima. No, they kind of got retired. Like they're still in the canon, but they're kind of retired until like major events happen within my lore. But they're still a part of the lore. I didn't phase them out. I didn't rewrite the universe so it's only like Megalo and Overlord. They're still there, and they're gonna come back for Dot Hack. Yeah, I'm still wanting to do Dog Hack, even though it's really really hard. But the fact that it's hard makes me just want to play it even more. And I really do like the story, even though I kind of make it under the guise that the guys have played it before. I want to do it on my website because you know I don't have to deal with copyright claims because like Wix kind of like holds you and goes, hey homie, we gonna let nobody claim your shit. You the one that recorded it. You record it, play it. You add your own commentary to it. You got a transformative work. So we ain't gonna come down on you if like something happens. That's why I like Wix. And Homestuck is update. Homestuck Beyond Canon is updating, and as much as part of me doesn't want to do it, it's gotten a little bit better. I think whatever the original writers were planning, I think the newer writers are going in a different direction, which I'm kind of cool with because that's the thing about Homestuck, man. Like it shouldn't cater, like a sequel shouldn't cater to people's fucking cater to people's head canons. Because the thing about head canons, the reason why we call them head canons is they're supposed to be in your head. They're not supposed to be canon. June Egbert's okay, but like everything else, like bro, you like I saw like 99% head canons, and I really want to like Homestuck Beyond Canon because we got a new writing team working on it. Nothing was wrong with the old writing team. I just feel like their writing And it really had nothing to do with them being trans. It just had everything to do with the writing just kind of not hitting for me. They just wanted to be more political and all this other shit when you know what Homestuck should be about? Our characters against the world. You know what the sequel should be about? Our characters dealing with some other threats, but pretty much our characters against this world that they've created now. And I think that's what Homestuck Young Canon's gonna be like. This is like a low key, like one of those updates I used to do back in the day. So, what else? I'm going to be doing Spider-Man 2 again. I just been kind of playing Game Pass all fucking day. If I'm not making videos or I'm not planning out videos. But we need to get back into Spider-Man because I really want to play it. And they did make Peter into a teacher for like the whole of like 5 minutes. Which I'm just glad I'm glad they just remembered, yeah, Peter wanted to be a teacher. Marv was too busy trying to cuck him. Having Paul cuck him. I still think that's a slap in the face. I don't care if anybody says, well, Bugsy, Mary Jane is stupid. He should be Black Cat. They don't even commit to the whole Black Cat thing. And they always gotta spell it out as like Black Cat's always like the bad girl for like Peter. And only likes him because of his mask, which is fair enough. But I'm like, they don't even commit to that. They just want to keep Peter they want to keep Peter in the main comics like a little bitch boy. And it really does hurt. Like, why does Insomniac Spider-Man get to be everything that we want regular Peter to be? Like, Ultimate Spider-Man, who is coming back, gets to be everything main Spider-Man gets to be. Why does Peter B. Parker get to be the Spider-Man we all wanted him to be? It's like, oh, because they're not the mainline Spider-Man. I get when you're a writer. You're supposed to do your own stories and do it the way you want it. But I feel like Spider-Man to me is like a beloved character that didn't need the the cuckening of Paul. And they just made him kind of they made Spider-Man into a weak bitch. And I hated that. That's one thing I wanted to talk about without getting too in depth. If you want to see more of that, there's like a Spider-Man video on my website. Go check it out. I'll give you a link, but YouTube's a little wonky about links, so I gotta be careful. But I will send you a main link to my main website, and I guess you gotta go look for it for yourself. But look under Bugsy No Name stuff, you'll find it. I go a little bit overboard, so just a heads up. But yeah, it really just kind of gets me kind of mad. You know, the whole like Paul, the whole Paul Spider-Man thing. It always will kind of irk me because it's just that Wells, treating that Wells and Marvel editorial and Marvel themselves treating Peter like a joke just so he fits. Tom Holland's Spider-Man, which is not a bad Spider-Man. I don't hate Tom Holland. I just think comic book Spider-Man should be his own entity. Like, Tom Holland should be, Disney and freaking Sony's own entity. That's what I'm saying. I don't think the movie should mirror the comics completely. Allusions to it, yes, but not mirroring. Peter's a fucking adult, and I think a lot of these people don't understand. A lot of these editorial motherfuckers don't understand that. I think Joe Quesada said once that if Peter like grows, we'll lose. Basically, the gist of it is like if Peter grows, we'll lose the audience and lose that magic thing about him. But it's like he's called Spider Man, not Spider Boy. You morons. Y'all just don't want to let go of him, and it makes you mad whenever a writer dares try to make him progress because y'all just think it's better to keep him like that. Sorry about the Spider-Man tangent. It happens. Just giving you a little taste of what I'll probably be talking about on my website. I just hate how they made Spider-Man into a fucking chump. Um, a few things. I want to do reviews as myself, but I want to do reviews as my characters as well. I know some people are like, Bogues, why are you doing this? Because everybody doesn't even, when I do, like, reviews on, like, Sonic stuff, no one really cares, but I want you to know that, like, the Big Three Box Network is, like, a more centralized, more sanitized version of my content. Where my website is always going to be more free to do whatever I want. And I want to kind of get, like, again, I want to endear you to my characters. And, they're adults and shit. And I want to just kind of show how cool they can be. It's kind of like a thing I want to do. I don't want like a big following. I don't want like a big fucking community. If I get like a few people, if I get like a small community, then I did a good job. If I get a small community of people that like my videos, cool. I ain't looking for like a major video. And like, I just want y'all to know, my videos are not for kids. Not for any small kid. Not for any teenager. If y'all look at my videos, that's on y'all. That ain't on me. I am not liable. I will, and also, for those of you who don't know, I will never get political. I will never talk about current events unless I really feel like I gotta say something. But most of the time, I don't, there ain't really nothing I can add to current events that already haven't been said. Another thing, I want to just, do things I enjoy, and I want you all along for the ride. That's the point. Some people will always see, some people who still hate me will always see me as the guy that always will be the villain in their eyes. Or will still see me as the fanboy basher, or the leader of Team Ocelot, whichever. Or just that annoying guy who talked about that one dude and about Dragon Ball dubs over subs. And I was talking about subs because one dude was kind of, But I want people to enjoy my content, I want to have fun with you guys. I don't want to always, like, make videos where I'm pissed off or anything like that, And yeah, I do kind of feel like my content is kind of getting stagnant because all I attract is really just Sonic fans who don't really look at Sonic, but look at look at my videos and look at the pictures rather than actually hear me. And I'm trying to branch out and do more things. And I want you all to be on my website because one day I feel like YouTube's gonna kick us all out, and I at least want to know that I have people who want to watch me, who want to really support me and enjoy my content. That's what I want to do. You know, there are some things on my YouTube. There are some things on YouTube that I do need to finish. Case in point, this Final Fantasy VII, baby. It was supposed to be like between me waiting for the next part of remake. And you know, I need to really have a talk with you guys on my website about remake because we need to have a little chat. And I want this to be fucking known because I will probably piss so many people off when I finally make that video. But I don't care because people need to understand that Square Enix never really lied to any of you. The fact that you all believe that they did lie is just still so preposterous to me. You guys only thought it was gonna be a remake, so your expectations were already lowered and higher. Your expectations was lowered and on high at the same time. So yeah, to me, I'm just like, I mean, there's this one dude, and I'll say this. He's like, they're just putting that timeline in our faces. I'm like, nah, they're not. You just think that they are because you're mad. But I'll say this, and this is like a little sneak peek of my video on my website. All I'm gonna say is this: if you guys really, really want a remake version of Final Fantasy, get it on PC through Steam. There is a mod loader that can give you the remake Final Fantasy that you guys all want, and you guys can feel good about it. You know? That's what I'm really trying to say, you know? You guys can feel so fucking good about it while, you know, everybody else moves on with the times and stuff and tries this out. I'm not saying everybody has to be like me and just submit. Nah, but stop treating Square Enix like they lied to you guys because they didn't. You lied to yourselves. You expected something that was expected, but you didn't expect the unexpected, and that's on you. So yeah. Anyways, there's just that, and I so want to get back to Cyber Wars, but I want to wait until Cyber Wars 2 comes out because you know the like freaking English patch. But we will probably do rent. Is it rental here? I want to do that because then we can play something that's only going to be exclusive to my website. So you know. But I'll see you guys later. There's a lot of things I really want to do, and I hope that I get to carry them out, and I hope you're there with me. I know I can be a little rough around the edges. I can talk extensive periods, but you know, if you stick it through with me, you're gonna see some cool shit. That's what I want to say, and I'm probably gonna be replacing the trailer because it's not really accurate to how my channel works anymore. So yeah, but for those of you that don't know, for those of you that are new here, I am Bugsy No Name. I am a guy who does character voices. I'm a guy that's working on a few projects with a few friends of mine. Some of them will probably come to fruition. Others probably won't. But I want you guys to have fun while we, traverse the internet together. This is a update and a proper introduction. I'm Bugsy. Remember, I have a website. Check it out. And I'll see you real soon. Bye, guys. Bugsy No Name, out. Oh yeah, my website. I'm very uncensored, so you're gonna hear a lot of fucks and shit and dams, and me saying cock a bunch of times. So be prepared for that.